a 40-year-old biracial man. I am also an ex-con who washed out of basic training 21 years ago. So it blew my mind when I got a call today from a U.S. Army recruiter. They had a copy of my DD-214. They knew about my prior service, my criminal history, and everything I've done in my life, and asked me if I was interested in re-enlisting. I'm thinking I'm 40 years old. The Army, the military is a young man's game, a young person's game. I mean, I'm still in good shape. I'm 6'2", 230 pounds. I grew up in the streets fighting. I was fighting in prison. And when I was in the Army at 19, basic training really wasn't all that hard. I was going in as 11 Bravo, as infantry. I didn't wash out in basic training because it was hard. There was some other things that happened in there that I have videos about you can go check out. But apparently they raised the age limit to 42 years old. And a lot of middle-aged people like myself are getting phone calls. So me and this staff sergeant talked for a little while. The fact that I have 2 bachelor's degrees would allow me to come in as an E4. I can't come in as an officer because I have criminal convictions, so I can't get a secret clearance for anything. And we all know the Army don't get paid shit. So they're essentially asking me at 40 years old, as an ex-con who hasn't been in the military for 21 years, to re-sign up to be in the infantry. Now this set off a lot of alarm bells in my head. And the conspiracy nut in me kind of started kicking in. Is World War III coming? Or are they that desperate to put bodies and boots on the ground in some foreign countries we can go die? I tell you what, that staff sergeant was a salesman. He spun me a tale about redeeming myself, about how this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go back and fix some things in my past. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling it. I'm like, yeah, I deeply regret not being able to be in the Army. I deeply regret the things that happened to me in the Army, and I wish things could have been different. This guy was pulling at all my heartstrings, all my regret, all my past. Had me really envisioning myself at 40 years old with all my gray facial hair and my dad bod, putting on the uniform again. But something has to be going on. That they are interested in middle-aged ex-cons like me. I look at what's going on with the Russia and Ukraine situation. I look at what's going on in the Middle East with Iran and Israel and Gaza and Lebanon. I look at what's going on with China doing military drills with Russia. I look at what's going on with Iran selling weapons to Russia. And I see how America is right in the middle of all of that. And I look at how turbulent this election season is. How we can be on the precipice of a civil war and World War III. So instead of the U.S. government instituting a draft, which would be widely unpopular in America, they rather call up old middle-aged men like me, play at our heartstrings, offer us a nice big enlistment bonus, pull at the strings of our patriotism, and sucker us into signing up and going to die somewhere. Of course, I said no. I have a wife, I got 6 kids, I have a career, and the pay that they'll give me as an E4 is a drastic pay cut. And the fact that they're so desperate to reach out to a man like me, an old brother like me, in my opinion means something big is coming, and I'm better served here at home protecting my family. Because I would feel like crap if something big did go down and I was suckered into joining the Army again, and my family, my wife and kids were left to their own devices without me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do y'all think this is a move because World War III is coming?